Okay, we're here with the RK24, and we're still having a little bit of trouble with this control arm here for the controls the bucket. We've actually had it where I've already started on it, and I thought I'd go ahead and make a video to bring it up to you to let you know that if you have an older model like mine, you might want to be real careful with this control here. What this is came off of the machine itself, and then the handle goes in here, and this is all stripped out. I should have paid more attention to it when it was coming in and out by itself, and it was just loosening it up, and I think I kind of moved around, stripped it. But maybe I should have put a little bit of Loctite or something in here to keep this from backing out like that. Because this is just made out of a cast, a metal, you know, like a cast, aluminum or something like that. And then, of course, you got your metal here. So those two like that together, you know, they have a tendency to have a little bit more trouble with them. But I did have trouble with this, like I said at the beginning when I first bought this. I had about, I don't know, about 6 weeks, something like that. And it broke off. Let me show you what I can see. There's a little piece here, and it just kind of snapped it off one of these back inside those valves. And you know, it's like if you tighten them up too tight, you're going to snap it, because you know you're tightening your metal up against another piece of cast. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be kind of careful if they start backing off. If they start backing off, you definitely got to be careful not to tighten them up too tight, because you're going to snap them. There's no space in between them where you can tighten them up and they'll just kind of stay that way. They just have a tendency to move, and it could be just a bad you know, design. And I think they might have changed that already on the newer models, because these ones had a lot of problems with them. So let me show you, so you can kind of see the little bit of the problem I'm having here. But we did luck out by keeping some of the old parts that we had. This was one of the original. This was one of them that snapped off. And then, so we went ahead and kept everything, so we can go ahead and, you know, if we ever had to use them again. So let me go ahead and see if I can get these things out. They take a while to get them out. But this is something you really have to pay attention if you have the older model. Now, this machine only has 300 and some hours on it, so it doesn't really have that many hours on it. I've got ride motors, got more hours than this machine got on it, but I only use it for myself. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take these off. There's another one. I don't know which way taking that off be any faster. We have such a windy day, and where I'm at, it always seems to be quite windy, a little bit more wind than other places. We're up pretty high. Okay, so what we're going to do is just go ahead and attach this one right back on here. So we got one, two, three. So that one goes right there. Ooh, don't want to force it. I do not want to force it. Like this. There it goes. You have to do each one of these. This one came off. It's okay. And one more for this top one here. I definitely wouldn't force these in there. I just take my time and get them to fit there. Because that's a cast too. You're just looking to break it or strip it, and you sure you don't want to do that. Line them up real nice. Or get your fingers in there to turn that. That looks all right. I'll tighten them all up when I get them done. Get them all snug here, because I like to get them all the same if I can. Okay, snug this one. Finish tightening this one up. Okay, snug this one. Come down and do this one. This one. Get a little sticky there. I'm going to tighten them down real tight. I'm just going to tighten them down, just watch them a little bit, and then I'll come back later and maybe just snug them down a little bit more. Okay, there you go. Just up. But let me show you. You can see on this one, you see where it broke and it snapped like right up in here. So this is still a piece of it, but you can see this is kind of flat right there. This one has a little bit of different texture, but it might be a little bit better. They might have changed it then, but yeah, it was like this here, and it just kind of snapped off. You can see it's pretty upsetting when you get it for a couple weeks and it breaks like that. Okay, well it is. I just lucked out having that piece from this other one, and I don't know. I doubt if there's any way to fix it unless we can reorder this piece here. I imagine if you look around, you probably can get something like this, and maybe remake this to, you know, change that design a little bit, or it could maybe, you know, drove it through and put a bolt or something. You know, if I could maybe thread a little bit more and then push it through a little bit further. I don't know if I can do that. It might be able to. Well, I can't do it now. It's kind of in there, but might be able to shove it through like this, and then thread this a little bit more. Put a nut here, and then tighten that, because there is some space behind here. I mean, not a whole lot, but enough that you can probably set that nut right down on there like that, and then tighten this part right here. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it might work that way. But if it comes down to that point where I have to, then that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Probably before I end up buying a whole nother unit here. So the only thing I have to do is to come back and just straighten these up a little bit here. But other than that, if you a tractor runs, you know, I like the way the tractor runs. It works. I think it works great. But it's just some of these little odds and ends, and you really get that with pretty much any type of tractor you buy. You seem to get them, and then, you know, there's always something that goes wrong. But most of these tractors are made by come out of the same, pretty much the same factory. I think there was 2 factories these come out of, and both factories basically had something the same. So, but easy fix if you have the extra spare parts. If you don't, most people don't. Maybe just see if you can order this piece here. Now check with Mahindra, because I have bought parts for this through Mahindra, because sometimes, you know, customer service is not really good at Rural King, and it's not Rural King's fault. It's just, you know, it's hard work in some of them places, you know, to deal with the public like that. So, okay, I hope that helps you out and gives you a heads up. If this comes loose, be real careful with it and make sure you check it and don't let it get too loose so it doesn't do the same thing mine did and strip out inside. So, okay, you guys have a great day and thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Hit those thumbs up, that like button. Really appreciate that. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.